Okay, well, welcome back everyone to another ERA Live. We're happy to see everyone after the summer break. Today's topic is ERA 2.0, what's new at ERA. The ERA staff is on hand today to discuss what new initiatives we've rolled out in the past year. We've been busy from the HoverMap to SearchLink.ai to the industry survey and the new rep directory. We have a lot to share with you today. Claire Cluck, ERA's Communications Director, will lead today's call and introduce the team. But before I get started, I would like to remind everyone to please mute your devices. Also, questions are encouraged. So if you would like to ask a question, please utilize either the chat box or the raise hand function. We look forward to spending the next hour with you. With that, Claire, I'll turn it over to you.
Hey, thank you, Erin. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Claire. I'm the Communications Director at ERA. I think myself and Walter, Erin, and Amma are going to present some things today. But first, I wanted to introduce our staff. I think we know most of your faces, and we see a lot of friendly faces out there today. But in case you don't know us, I'm Claire. I'm the Communications Director. We have Erin Collins, who just introduced me. She's the Events Director. Karen Durkaz is on the call. She's our wonderful Operations Director at ERA. Amma Derringer is on the call. She's our Membership Services Coordinator. We have Janine Spediacci on the call. She's our Events Coordinator. I'm not sure if Susan Banwart is on the call, but she's our Finance Director. And last but not least, our fearless leader, Walter Tobin, our CEO. Of course, everyone knows Walter. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and the way we're going to kind of go about this today is we're just going to use our website, era.org, as kind of our guide today to visually show you some of the things we're going to be talking about. But first, before Walter's going to begin, but before I hand it over to him, I just want to review with all of you just a really quick, really basic thing about our website. A lot of the things we're going to go over today are benefits for our members. Some of the things we do offer to non-members, but most of the things we're going to go over today are features that are accessible to members only on the website. So you do have to be logged in to access a lot of these things. The login is at the top right here. We can see my cursor moving. So just going to click on that. This part's going to look a little different for you because I'm a website admin, but you get the gist of it. We all know how to log into things now. So you're going to see a username and password a prompt pop up. And if you forget your password, you can always click here to get an email, password reset email sent to you. And if you need any help with any of this, if you forget your, username or password, or maybe you want to add somebody from your team, you want them to get login credentials, just please contact Karen Durkaz. She can help you with these things, or myself, and we can help you out with the login process. So with that, I think we're going to get started with our agenda today. I'll be sharing the screen and going through the website, and Walter, you can begin.
Sure. Thanks very much, Claire. And again, this is meant to be very interactive. So please, if you have a question, use the chat room or raise your hand, and Erin will call on you, and we can unmute your mic and all that. So first of all, what I want to show you is the HoverMap. So if you could go to the HoverMap, this is something that you need to be a member to have access to. So once you've signed in, you click on HoverMap, and this is something that we rolled out a little over a year and a half ago. We've since added, it used to be just the US, and we probably should change that to North America because it includes Canada. But we also added EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Asia Pacific, and South America, thanks to our good friends down in South America who've guided us in the different nuances of that territory. But and we do have some reps in EMEA, and we also have a couple of reps in Asia Pacific. So this map is meant to be a guide. We spent a lot of time putting this together, and the different colors on the map represent the traditional sales territories. This is not meant to be setting industry policy. If some of you on the call are manufacturers and you have a different territory as defined with your rep, that's okay, that's up to you. But we interviewed about 50 manufacturers and about 50 reps, and we came up with what we felt were generally accepted geographic territories and geographic names, sales territories. They do not correspond directly to the chapter name, ERA chapter name. So we thought we'd talk about the generally accepted sales territory names. What you do, Aaron, if you could highlight, I'm sorry, Claire, if you could highlight the New England chapter. So what you do is you move your cursor over the territory, and you'll see the name appear of the territory, and this is New England, and specifically, New England is defined as the 6 New England states in this particular, what we had people talk about. Some manufacturers may include Connecticut as not part of New England, but generally speaking, it's the 6 states, and I just picked on New England just to highlight it. So you go to the territory that you're interested in, and when you see the name, you click on the name, and it will then take you to a drop-down box. In this is again a pictorial picture. It's redundant, but a picture of the territory. And we also then went in and listed the U.S. Postal Service zip codes. We spent a lot of time going to the USPS website, which is like being buried alive, frankly. But we come back with what are the generally accepted zip codes in the New England territory. And then you'll see on the box, you'll see 2 things. You'll see the Buddy Marketing DTAM information as a percentage. So this territory represents about 6.7% of the DTAM in North America as a percentage. And you can see that over the last 2 years, it's flat to down. It's gone from about 7.3% to 6.7%. And these are percentages that are provided to us by Buddy Marketing, which is capturing about 200 manufacturers, POS through distribution, and then harmonizes the data and gives us back the sales by percentage. So the numbers are really pretty accurate. But when you look at this screen, you'll see the zip codes, you'll see the Buddy Marketing DTAM. And then what you would do is if you want to see who the reps are in the territory, you would click on the highlighted chapter name. See where it says, and it says New England. So you would click on it. DTAM stands for Distributed Total Available Market, Mike. So you click on the New England territory, and what it does is it gives you back a listing in alphabetical order of the reps that are in that, the reps that are members of ERA in that territory. And so we're not gonna scroll on any of the scroll down the reps, but you can see that the reps listed here. And if you could just scroll down, Claire, to CBA, just pick on Kogi Boyd and Abbott. So right there, you would then go to the rep company and you would click on it, and they're all hyperlinked. So you click on Kogi Boyd and Abbott, it takes you right to their website. It takes you to a description of what they filled out. You have to fill this out. So you as reps, you should go into the HoverMap and see what it is that the latest update that you did of your rep company. Make sure it's accurate, make sure the names are accurate, the employees are accurate. But you fill out this information page, and then if you could scroll down a little bit, Claire, and then highlight, if you wanted to go in and see their lines, you would then click on the website of the rep. So this is something that we really want the rep companies to go in. I don't know when the last time you looked at your own profile on the ERA website, but you need to go in and look at this. And Clay will be talking later on in the call about how you as a rep company can update your rep listing. Only you can do it. It's not something that ERA wants to do or should do. It's really what you do. If you could go back to the map, Claire, just to the HoverMap, just X out of that. So again, when we did the map, it's meant to be a guide only. If you click on, like, when we did this, if you look at the Chicago, Wisconsin, just hover over that. Don't click on it. But you'll see here that, I mean, I myself didn't really know that most reps in southern Illinois, most reps in Chicago don't cover southern Illinois, and they don't cover western Wisconsin. Western Wisconsin is covered by the reps in the coming out of Minnesota primarily. So there's a lot of different nuances to the map. And if anybody has any questions or comments or criticisms, feel free to email me directly. It's meant to be a guide. And again, you could, if you scroll down a little bit, Claire, you could, I'm sorry, if you scroll up, just click on Europe, Middle East, and Africa. We don't have a lot of rep members over there, but you could see that we do have a little bit of a global footprint. Were there any questions on the hover map? I saw that maybe there's a question from Andrew. I've lost it. What was the question from Andrew, Claire, Aaron?
I unmuted, so I'll just ask it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure what the target DTAM North American number that we should use.
We don't have it.
Got it.
We don't, the dollars, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody. Everybody has their own dollars. Nobody's willing to share them with like an agnostic third-party company like ERA or ECIA.
Okay.
So I don't know what the North American DTAM total dollars are. But what I tell people, if you're a manufacturer and you think your DTAM in North America is $100 million, your market in New England could be between 6 and 8 million, 6 and 9 million. You'd be close. So I wish I had the dollars. Nobody that I know has them, and I've been doing this a long time. So I wish I had them. So that's the hover map. Any other questions on the hover map that might be in the chat room? Okay, any questions? This is a great tool. This is only available to ERA members. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to cover is our new survey. We've partnered with Edgewater Research with Dennis Reed. I know a lot of you are familiar with Dennis Reed. Dennis has spoken at our conference. He's spoken at the ECIA conference. I believe he's spoken at Women Electronics. He's been to many of our chapters. And we partnered with Edgewater Research to come up with our own business survey for ERA members only. So we rolled it out back 2 months ago. All of the members' companies received the survey. We sent it to the person that we had as the primary contact within your company. If you don't know who's getting it in your company or it's going to the wrong person, you can certainly email myself or Claire. We'll tell you who it's being sent to. We're only asking to get one respondent per company. So it's a great survey. And Aaron, I'm sorry, Claire, if you could go to show people where it is. So it's under resources and you click down to surveys. Again, you have to be under your ERA password. And this is the survey that we rolled out in June. And this survey comes out monthly. Those of you that are on the email list, like myself, you're going to get an email. If you haven't filled it out, you're going to get an email. I just got the email today. Said this is the last email you're going to get, Tobin. If you don't fill it out, this is a great survey. The results that you fill out on behalf of your own company are harmonized. They don't come into ERA. They go to Edgewater Research. They're harmonized into a bunch of people. So your data is not going to be shared with anybody. It's not going to be leaked to anybody. And then Edgewater Research then publishes the results on the ERA website. So you can see the business conditions we already have over 200 companies responding to it. So it's a very good section of our industry, reps, manufacturing, distributors that are contributing to this survey. So if you could just click on the July results, Claire. So we're not going to go over it, but just scroll down and see what it tells you. It talks about, who's responded. We got over 200 companies. They talk about what you folks have said what happened in July versus what happened in the previous month. I'm not going to go over this. You can talk about what you think is the business is going to get better or worse. So if you are looking at as far as planning your business, your own rep company or manufacturer, distributor, and what do you think is going to happen in Q4? What's happened recently. This is a very good barometer. And again, it's a very robust response. We've got over 200 companies that are responding to this, and you're going to get a good cross section of reps, distributors, and manufacturers all over North America. So those of you that that have access to this will look at it. Bruce, Bruce has a question. I don't see the ECIA survey, Bruce, so I have no idea how it differs from ECIA. I don't have access to it. I don't see it. So one response per company. And if you don't know who's getting it, all the rep company, all the member companies are getting this. If you don't know who's getting it, Claire or I can tell you who it's being sent to. And if that's the wrong person, let us know and we'll resend it to you and take the other person off of the list. Any questions on the survey? This is brand new. This is a game changer for our membership and another barometer to help you in the day-to-day management of your own rep company, distributor, and manufacturer. Questions? Okay, I'm gonna now turn it back over to Claire, and she can introduce our next presenter.
Yeah, I think Amma Derringer's up next. She's going to talk about some membership things and some other things. Amma, take it away.
You gotta unmute.
To unmute.
There you go.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can see me or not. Can they see me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about membership. A lot of you who have been our new members as of 2 years ago or so have probably spoken with me, or I've done some onboarding with some of you. I do want to let you know that as a membership coordinator, one of the things I do offer at any time that you are interested, if you do want to go over all of the benefits that we have, we're going to be going over some of them, mostly the new ones, but if you want a refresher or have a group of people that you would like me to do a refresher course, I would be more than happy to schedule a Zoom and go over all of these things. In the meanwhile, what I am going to be going over is our manufacturer's rep toolkit. As part of my onboarding, I always go into the manufacturer's rep toolkit because I think that it is one of the missed gems that we offer on our website. So Claire, can you go into the manufacturers? It's under resource, and it's called the manufacturer's rep toolkit. It's a great resource for those of you who want to talk, who are talking to people that are trying to understand why they should be using reps. You as a rep, if you're trying to talk to someone about that, you can certainly use this instead of having to come up with all the data and information that you might need to be able to persuade someone to use a manufacturer's rep. For manufacturers, we have some new ones from all over the world that really don't understand the manufacturer's rep model. This is a wonderful toolkit that I always encourage them to go through, take a look at, because there's so much information in it. I'm just going to highlight a couple of things that I think would benefit all of you. Click on the download PDF. It does come as a PDF. You can download it. It's only for members, so those of you who are not members won't be able to access this, but it just goes into the basic 101, the ERA toolkit objective. I'd like you to scroll down, the profile of a manufacturer's rep. This is definitely basic because I know most of you know all of this. What is a manufacturer's rep? The key attributes of a rep, and then there is something that, keep going, the growth benefits of the rep model, and then the ERA tools, what we offer in support of the rep value. So then it goes into the comparison, manufacturer's rep or direct sales, and then we get into the meat and potatoes. In this section, in this page right here, where they talk about manufacturer's rep or direct sales, we are not We're not saying one is better than the other. We're giving a balanced view. We have podcasts, we have white papers, we have videos on this topic. And we have in our white papers, one of the things I always encourage people to do is if you look under white papers, Claire, there's an introduction to manufacturer's rep. Oh, by the way, Caesar was the one who wrote this up and updated it, and he actually did the summary right here. I encourage everyone to print this out because it's only 10 pages or so, but it really gives you an overview that you can print out and have for your use, or whenever you're talking to anyone, you don't have to go and try to find all the documentation about whatever topic you're talking about regarding this. We have all of this information. We have about customer access, scroll back, keep scrolling down. And then all the documentation for that, demand creation, the documentation for that. And the last but not least, keep going, the return on investment in reps. And the last, there is actually another one, the financial benefits of a rep model. So tons of information in here that I hope that if you have 30, 40 minutes of free time to just browse through this and maybe watch some of the videos or podcasts or take a look at some of the paperwork that we have that discusses all of these topics that involve all of you here at ERA. So I really wanted to go over that with you. I hope that this was useful for you. And then Claire, what else am I supposed to?
Emma, actually, I've got a question in the chat box. Diana wants to know, would non-members have access to see the rep toolkit, or would they have to email them screenshots, or is this downloadable? Could you explain to people how maybe they can access this to share?
Well, it is downloadable as a member. Non-members do not have access to this. However, you are more than welcome to take parts and pieces of it. You don't have to send them the whole document, which I think is actually too large to be emailed. But what you can do is whatever topic it is you want to share with someone, you can certainly highlight it, highlight the link. They will, be able to see it and be able to access it once you do it and send it over to them.
Okay. And then Diana has another question. She said, for videos like the rep's role and value, can those web links be emailed to manufacturer prospects and they'd be able to open those?
They should be, but Claire would be the one to answer that. Would they be able to access that?
Yeah, there's nothing. So if you're talking about just clicking on a link from the toolkit PDF and then copying, pasting that link over and sending that to someone, that would work. Yeah.
So it's a great resource for those of you who want to be able to, share with manufacturers the value of the manufacturer's rep model. You don't have to go and find all this information. It's all here for you. Okay. Any questions? Any other questions? Okay. Claire, back to you.
I have on the agenda a rep, manufacturer, distributor.
Okay. One of the other things I also go over with everyone is our new listings. We have the list for members. The new listing that we have is our manufacturer's rep from A to Z in alphabetical order. It's different from the HoverMap because, as you can see in the HoverMap, you can search for reps by territory. Here, if someone knows the name of a rep and wants to find out whether a rep is a member of ERA, they would go into the rep member A to Z. That's also under resources, under rep member A to Z. This is brand new. So we now have all of our manufacturers' reps listed from A to Z. So you can see we have over 400 reps in here listed from, and when you find the name and you click on it, it then takes you to their page, their profile page, which is where they have the information on who they are, what kind of company, what kind of products they have, and their contact information. So that's just another way. We also have a listing of all our manufacturers members from A to Z as well. You can click on that. That is also under resources. And it looks a little bit different. You would actually have to click on the letter and you get to see who they are, their logo, etc., and their contact information. If you are a manufacturer, you might want to go into here just to make sure that your information is correct. That your number is right, your email address, the contact person is correct. So that's where you would also check on that. And then the last but not least is we have all our distributors listed as well. And she'll click on that. We have approximately 33 distributors. So you can see all of them and their contact information as well as their website. So those are the three we now have listed together for you to have access to. And no, we do not have them in a spreadsheet for you to be able to manipulate. I'm sorry. Just heading that off. Any questions for me? Okay, on to the next. Claire.
Thanks, Amma. Okay, I'm
You're
going to take over for Amma and I'm going to piggyback off of that topic, the member lists. I want to go back to the rep A to Z directory. This next part I'm going to go over is just for reps. Reps have the ability to log in to our website and edit their own profile. For manufacturers and distributors, you do not have that ability. If you want to alter anything on your profile, you just contact Amma or myself or Karen, and we will get that make those changes for you. If you're a rep, you now have the ability to log in and make your own changes if you would like. And I'm going to go over how to do this. If you'll just bear with me a second, I'm going to change my sharing. Okay. So for this next part, I'm going to use a rep company as an example, Catalyst Unity Solutions. Tom Griffin was gracious enough to allow me to use his company as an example, so thank you. So I want to mention before we go into the editing of your profile, the way we have it set up right now is on the back end of our website. Only one person per company has permission rights to edit your company profile. Usually that's the main contact that ERA has at your company. And if you don't know who that is, definitely contact us and we can let you know. But yeah, right now we have it set up so that not everybody in your company has the permission rights to make changes to your profile. Only one person does. So in this case, it's Tom Griffin. When you are at the home page, you're going to hover over this login. And as you'll see, a member profile prompt comes up. You're going to click on that. Okay. So now you're bringing this to your member profile. If you do not have permission rights to make changes to your company profile, then this part will just be blank. You won't even see this. But since I'm acting as Tom right now, and he does have permission rights, his company pops up for him. So as you can see, his profile pops up, and this is how it appears on the rep directory. To make changes, you're going to click on this red button, Edit Company Listing. Okay. And then as you can see, all the prompts pop up that you can edit. So I'm not going to change anything on here. But as you can see, these are all the things that you can change if you would like. Here's the logo. You can delete it, put a new one in there. You can add a description. You can make changes to your chapters, your territories, add a product group, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just showing you briefly what the types of information you can put in here to kind of flesh out your profile. And then once you're done, there's a little submit button at the bottom. It's not that easy to see, but it's there. And you hit submit. The changes, I usually tell people, give it a few minutes for the changes to appear. Sometimes it takes 5 or 10 minutes or so. But that's it. That's how you make changes to your profile. I do want to mention one other thing. Some of our companies have multiple profiles for different branches. So they will appear here. So if you have multiple profiles for your company, all of them should appear here. So, definitely keep that in mind. If you're making a change, an important change to one, you probably want to make it to another. If you want your different profiles to have the same logos, same officers, things like that. Any questions about?
Claire, there is a question from Kevin. He asked, what about updating ERA chapter info? Who updates that? I guess, Kevin, maybe if you could add a little bit more color, which area about chapters are you interested in learning how to update?
Basically the local chapter. Like in Arizona, I'm the president of the local chapter, and when we have changes in board members and whatnot, do we come to you guys to update that information, or can we do it online?
Yes, you can. Karen Durkaz would be a great person to get a hold of for that. As you can see up here under about, if you go to chapters, these were all where all of them can be located. So yes, you can see the officers here. And yeah, if you have changes, definitely we can make those. You do not have the ability right now to make changes to your chapter. Only we can do that.
Okay, thought so. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
May I point out that the chapter's websites are not the responsibility of ERA National. Just what's here on the chapter.
I think I created ours myself, so I know that.
Oh, way to go. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Cool.
Kevin.
Okay. The second thing I was going to talk about today, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this next topic, but it's SearchLink. SearchLink we rolled out in March of this year. We've been touting it quite a bit, so I'm sure most of you hopefully have heard about it. What SearchLink is in a nutshell is it's a search engine that has been created just for our specific industry. It was created by Sam Richter, who's an expert in search and AI technology, and he created it in conjunction with some of our board members who gave their input into it. And well, it's right here in this big banner, but up here is where you would go for SearchLink. If you hover over it, if you click on access, it'll take you directly to SearchLink, but really quickly, I want to take you guys to this resources page. Up at the top, we have some testimonials. At any point, you can click on this subscribe now button. It'll take you to a form that you have to fill out to subscribe to SearchLink. SearchLink is a tool available for members only, and it is an additional subscription that is not part of your membership. So it's an annual subscription of $350 for up to 20 of your employees. This is just a little commercial on SearchLink, tells you kind of what it is. Down here is the latest demo and training session that we conducted in July. Sam Richter gave this presentation and it is wonderful. I recommend that everybody watch it if you're looking for additional information on how to use SearchLink, how it can benefit you and your business, like tips and tricks on how it works. This is an awesome presentation. It's embedded right here, so you can watch it here. Just really recommend it for anyone who's new to SearchLink, or if you just, want some additional help with it. So here's where you'll access it. I'll click on this. This is the homepage of SearchLink. If you are not a member or you have not purchased SearchLink, this will not pop up. It'll pop up some sort of warning message saying, you need to be a member or subscribe or something like that. But I'm not going to get into, I could go on for 30 minutes on SearchLink and how to use it, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm always available for short little sessions just to give an overview on SearchLink if you're interested in that. But this is just a great tool that we've rolled out that we're really excited about. We're hearing a lot of great things from users, and we just really recommend it.
Claire, could you, Todd, really quickly just wanted to know could you show where the drop-down menu is on the search link?
Sure. So
you
you're going
just
to
did.
hover over SearchLink, and then these two items will pop up. So to actually go to SearchLink, you're going to click this access. Yep. And then the resources page is where you would go for the training session at the bottom. Does that help?
Thank you, Claire. Todd, hopefully that helps you.
Any questions on SearchLink or rep profiles before we move on? I can't see the chat box for some reason. So let's see.
Oh, you're good, Claire.
Okay, Erin, you're up.
Oh, yay. All right, it's time to talk about events. Okay, so first we are going to tackle STEP. So Claire, maybe if you want to go to the events tab and scroll down to STEP. So this is formerly known as our virtual sales training event. Earlier this year, we have rebranded it to STEP, which stands for Sales Training for Electronics Professionals. We initially rolled out this online training event in the fall of 2021. So this fall, this will be our third annual virtual event. The dates are October 17th through the 18th. So this is the page for this year's STEP event. This has some general information on this page. There's a registration tab. This event is open to ERA members as well as non-members. There's a nominal registration fee associated with this, but this is a really robust 3-day program that we've put together. It's a little over 11 hours of total training. We do 9 sessions total over 3 days. We formatted it so that you can take it from the ease of your home or your office. We do record all of the sessions as well and archive those. So again, it's just a nice kind of educational piece that we're trying to add. We know a lot of folks aren't able to join us for our annual conference in February. So we're trying to, add another educational piece that's more accessible to more of our members. So if you don't know a lot about STEP, I encourage you to go here and take a look at it. There's the agenda. Claire, maybe if you can click on the agenda tab on the left-hand side, sorry, the navigation tab. Yeah. We will be rolling out a digital brochure about this later this week, but you can kind of take a peek at what sessions we have. Again, we have a mix of professional salespeople as well as industry leaders presenting. So again, a really good mix of topics, real granular, hard-hitting kind of takeaways that we try to provide with this session. So again, feel free to take a peek at this. And I think also we have nearly 100 people already registered. You can take a peek at the attendees as well on here, Claire, if you want to click on the attendee list. And anyway, just kind of a lot of people might not know about our virtual training that we have available. So I encourage everyone to kind of take a look at this. It's really geared towards inside, outside, sales folks, kind of, the boots on the ground types of people. So Walter, did you have a question?
I think what I'd like, some of you may have seen the press release yesterday, but we are announcing officially today that the TTI family of specialists have committed to ERA a 4-year exclusive sponsorship of our STEP training. So we are very thankful to the TTI family of specialists, and we'll be looking forward to their help and support of our training program. So again, thanks to the whole TTI organization, and specifically to Mike Morton. So again, very exciting. We're officially announcing it today. I think the press release went out yesterday on LinkedIn, but big game changer for ERA and our STEP training.
Agreed. Thank you, Walter. Claire, if you could go back to the agenda page, Bruce had a quick question. So Bruce, all the times listed are shown in Eastern Daylight Time. Just FYI. Okay. All right, any questions about STEP? Again, this is open to reps, manufacturers, distributors. So it's a good way to get some, sharpen your sales skills. So. No. Okay. Next up, we will move on to the ERA conference, everyone's favorite event of the year. Okay, so you can, you can get to, again, obviously you can see up that toolbar at the top. We have a specific events tab, so just click on that to learn about any events that ERA has or has archived. Obviously we have the conference that we are hosting next February 25th through 27th, again in Austin. We've announced the theme. It's all systems go, energizing our customers' experience. So we're really trying to focus on the customer with a lot of the programming and the content. We've got over 50 people on the conference committee that are volunteering their hard work and time to develop some really great content, decide on some great speakers. So we'll be rolling out more information about speakers and content and sessions, later this year. So be on the lookout for that. I do recommend that if you are interested in joining us for the ERA conference, you register soon. We've only had registration and sponsorships open for, I think, 2 weeks, maybe 3, but we already have nearly 300 people registered for the conference, and we have over 70 sponsors. So we will absolutely sell out. So if you want to secure your seat, register soon. Again, there's attendee registration is right at the top. So feel free to register there. You just have a general schedule of events up right now, so you can kind of see the hours and the timing of the sessions. There's hotel and venue information. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. It's a great way to show your support for ERA, so check those out. And by the way, a lot of sponsorships come with comped registrations. So it's a nice way both to support the conference, also secure your seat at the conference. We have a listing of all of our sponsors, as well as an attendee list if you want to take a peek and look and see who will be in attendance. And then, of course, a listing of all of our volunteers. So we're really thankful to have a great team of volunteers. Does anyone have any questions about the conference? I know many of you are already sponsoring, so thank you. Appreciate your support. Walter, anything to add about the conference?
No, I just say, in addition to registering, get your hotel room. The AT&T Center will sell out sooner than later. And I know that last January we were besieged with requests of last minute. I forgot to register. Can you get me in? We had over 100 people on a wait list. So we will probably be instituting a wait list well before January 1st. So please register now, get your hotel room now, because this will be, thank God, this will be another sold out event. We can put in about 600 people in the room uncomfortably. And so get signed up sooner than later, because we'll do the best we can, but we can't put 10 pounds of stuff in an 8-pound bag. So sign up.
Yep, we're already about 50% capacity. So, and it's only the middle of September. So it's an amazing outpouring of support. So, and then finally, the last event that I will touch on today is obviously ERA Live, which is this that we're in. As you all know, or might know, that we used to have the ERA water coolers. We instituted those soon after COVID hit. We hosted those bi-weekly, talking about important topics that you were all struggling with, challenges, kind of ways to navigate the new sales world we were all living in. As everything is opened back up, we found a lot of people are obviously traveling more, getting more busy. So we've rebranded the water coolers to this ERA Live session. Again, we'll talk about, hard-hitting topics, but with a little less frequency. So we'll be hosting these, hard to say, about every other month, every 3 months, again, a little bit more sporadic, but we'll certainly update this page with the information, as well as send out email blasts about upcoming events and posting things on LinkedIn too. So just kind of visit here. And also, Claire, if you want to scroll down, we do record these calls as well as archive the calls on this page. So feel free, if you've missed anything or want to rewatch anything, you can go back to this page and take a look at past content. And Claire, I just realized we didn't talk about the STEP archiving.
Ah, yes. Here.
Yes. So just FYI, the STEP events from 2021 as well as 2022 all those sessions were recorded, and we have those archived here on the website. So if you were unable to join us for those events, we certainly have a library that you can access, again, for a nominal fee, but you would have full access to the library for each of those years. And again, you can watch those on demand. So again, take a peek at this, see if you're interested. You can go ahead and sign up. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to get in contact with me. Let's see. Looks like David, you have a question. Do you want to unmute yourself, David?
Being the amazing person that you are, Erin, you anticipated my question and answered it before I could hit send, or just as I hit send. So thank you.
You're welcome, David. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Any other questions about events? And that's all from me then. Claire,
Yeah, I think that's the end of our agenda. I don't know if we want to open it up for a general Q&A or.
Open it up, fire away. Any questions? You've got the mighty and fearless ERA staff on the call here. So any questions you have, things that you want help on, we're all ears. We've worked hard the last 2 years based on listening to you as our members on what you want from ERA, and that is value. That's content. That's skating where the puck is going, staying ahead of the curve. So we are trying to, we're a not-for-profit trade association. We're trying to do those things, the survey, the HoverMap, SearchLink, the conference, all the things that we do. We didn't talk about chapter leadership training. Chapters are the lifeblood of ERA. But anything that you think that we're not doing, drop us a note. Anything that we're doing that you don't like or you'd like to make it better, drop us a note. We're all ears. We really are here to serve you as our members.
Could
Honestly.
you possibly do an example of the search link with real information, please?
Sure, Erin, you want to fire up? SearchLink.
Sure. Okay, I'm still sharing, right? Okay, so again, I'm happy to go over this directly with anybody.
You want to look for a particular company, or who is it that asked the question? I'm sorry.
This is Tom from Masline Electronics.
Hi, Tom.
I just want to see what the power of it is.
Sure.
So you can choose any company. I just want to see what the drop
Go to
is.
sales prospecting then, Claire. I'm sorry. I know you had to do this.
So here we're opening to the front page of SearchLink, and this is where you're looking for key contacts. So I'll just, what's a good company?
Give us a company. Masline, Tom, give us a company name that you're interested in. Did we lose him?
Ametek is fine.
AMETEK?
Correct.
And is there a particular location you want it, or just leave it Ametek?
Just leave it Ametek, please.
Okay.
So here you would type in Ametek. You can dial it down by seniority level, or you don't have to. Here we can just try that. We can do directors. If you just want to keep it open for location. If that's all you want to search at this point, you would just click key decision makers. That's basically like a search button or submit button. You'll see a new tab will open. So what this is doing is it's searching LinkedIn in real time. It's the most updated information, and you will see this long list of.
Can you click on any one of the names, please?
Sure. Before I do that, you can narrow it down up here as well. If you want to get further, a director in technology, a director in operations. So once you find someone who you're interested in, you can click on them. It'll bring up their LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, from here, what SearchLink offers you is it offers you 200 credits a month for a tool called Lead Leaper, which is basically a contact collection service. You get 200 free contacts that you can collect yourself each month and sort of organize and export to a spreadsheet or do, whatever you want. This is the little Lead Leaper thing at the top. As you can see, if you look at this person's profile and you're like, yeah, they are the position that I'm looking, I would like to contact them. You would click this little Lead Leaper button. It scans their profile and it pops up their email and their telephone right away. Again, you can collect 200 of these a month with your SearchLink subscription.
That's
So
regardless of what level you're connected with on LinkedIn.
it does not matter. I have just the basic, I'm signed in as myself right now. I don't have any sort of upgrades to LinkedIn. I don't have LinkedIn Premium or anything. So you don't need to have like an extra package on LinkedIn to use
Great,
that.
thank you. Thank you. That's a great tool. Thank you.
It is, yes. And that's just, that's just really skimming the surface. You can look for companies, you can look for industry news, all kinds of things on here.
So we had a major distributor sign up for it. That begins with A, I won't tell you which one. And they said, why is it so inexpensive? $350 for 20 users. And I said, well, frankly, we priced it for the average rep company to make it affordable. Believe me, we make no money on this tool. We have an exclusive on this tool in the electronics industry. So it's 350. Yeah, Aaron, I see Aaron. It's 350. It's $350, right, Claire? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
$350 a year for up to, wait for it, 20 names inside your company. So 20 people inside of Tarcom, Aaron Fox, could sign up for this, and each one of them would get 20 leads, 200 leads per month. So it's not part of your membership, and it's frankly, honestly, it's a game changer for your company. We don't have the time now to do a deep dive demo, but this is a game changer. You saw how quick it was for Claire to find out Joe Smith's name inside of Amatech. There's so many things you can do with it that we don't have time on this call. There is the demo on the website that you could look at, but this is a game changer. I mean, I'm surprised every member of ERA should sign up for this. For the price point that we priced it at, makes it available to all of our members. And again, it's not a moneymaker for ERA, trust me. If anybody would like some additional information after look at the demo, certainly I'm available and I can give you a pretty sloppy demo of it, but we can get the brains, Ms. Cluck on the phone with me, and we could do a real deep dive demo of this tool. It's really an amazing tool using artificial intelligence inside of both Google and LinkedIn. I think, Kevin, it comes from LinkedIn, but I think it's also a Google search. And again, I'm kind of making some of this up, but it's a great service. There's other things on there that go outside of LinkedIn, other parts of the power search and new search that don't just go into LinkedIn, go into Google.
Yeah,
Okay.
the company search will search Zoom info, the contact search LinkedIn, and then there's an employment section where you can look for potential employees. That'll search Indeed, things like that. And the news search will do Google News. So yeah, it searches a lot more than just LinkedIn.
Yeah, one of the things that's nice is it gives you email and phone number. And I already do this on LinkedIn, by company. I can search that way, but their phone numbers aren't in there, their emails aren't in there. So you got to use another tool like Hunter.io or something like that to go see if you can find their email, and there's no phone number. So
yeah, they said, Kevin, a great point. There's other tools out there, like LinkedIn Navigator or whatever, that are very expensive. this is not, there's other tools, but the way we price this and the exclusivity that ERA has in the electronics industry, this is available to every rep. Certainly manufacturers have a little bit more, more organizations and maybe more of a budget, but and certainly distributors. But the average rep company, it's a lunch, and it's good for a year for 20 people in your company. And if you want to join, you can certainly get in touch with Claire, or you could go to the website and you can subscribe to it. And then if you need some help on finding the little froggy up there or the lead leaper, we can certainly walk you through how to find the frog. And when Claire showed me how to use it, the best way is to go into the ERA website on Google Chrome. That's what I use, and then go into LinkedIn using Chrome. That will make it more compatible. I think they use Chrome, and there's one other browser they can use. Claire.
Yes, it's Chrome and Microsoft Edge that work best with installing Lead Leaper.
Right. And you have to be you have to be an ERA member to subscribe to this. You can't subscribe to this if you're not an ERA member.
Yes, but Hugh, yes, it is open to manufacturers.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Open to everybody. Anybody's an ERA member can subscribe to this. Hugh, for you, it's $450, Hugh.
Okay, I'm off mute now. I'll do it. It's worth it. It's worth it for you.
Claire,
We'll put that in your golf pool.
Thanks, Hugh. Let's see. Oh, do each of their employees need a unique login? SearchLink.
For Charlie, is your question in relation to SearchLink or just they certainly, okay, to use SearchLink, we have found you can share one login, but I have gotten feedback from people that say it works better if each of your employees have their own unique login. So I would recommend that. If you need your employees to be set up with login credentials to era.org, Karen Durkaz would be the person to contact. She's on the chat. I can put her email in the chat as well. There you go. And she and I, or me, and she or I can help you get set up with that. All right.
Worth the top of the hour.
Yeah. We can give everybody the Hugh Daily $450 annual subscription discount. Joke.
You're very generous today. Much appreciated.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Hugh.
Any other questions, comments, curiosities, criticisms? You got the mighty and fearless ERA staff here on the call.
Yeah, Walter, I had a question going back to the HoverMap. Apologies, I'm kind of slow. It takes me time to formulate even low-level intelligent questions. But it's difficult for manufacturers to find reps if they don't already know or have some working knowledge of the rep network. Has there been any discussion of opening up that HoverMap to the rest of the world?
No. There's been discussion. No, you have to be a member.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no, because frankly, to be very honest with you, we moved the member listing behind the password about 2 years ago. And frankly, it's really helped vet. Before that, any manufacturer could see any one of the reps listing, and all the manufacturers are going directly to the reps. And a lot of them didn't understand what the rep does. A lot of them didn't have a contract. A lot of them didn't want to pay any market development funds. A lot of them didn't want to pay commission. A lot of them wanted to set up, non-exclusive territories. And to ask people to pay a manufacturer's dues are $1,000 a year. That's the first screen. If they don't want to pay $1,000 a year for dues to ERA, it kind of vets those people that the reps may not want them coming directly to them. So that was sort of an automatic vetting, and it's cut down on a lot of the churnage that comes through to a rep company directly from these people that would find your name on ERA.
Yeah,
So
I understand the filter. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a filter, and that's why we did it. And it's been a big success to cut down a lot of the the people that just bug you and want you to take on the line, and no market development funds and no commission, and I'm going to put 2 reps onto the territory and blah, 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 blah. It's really been a good filter.
Excellent. Thanks for eliminating that noise level.
Yeah. Thank you, David.
Walter, hey, Todd DeGray here, Southern California with PulsePec. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Todd.
I'm struggling with this member profile here. It just keeps coming back to just Todd DeGray, and it says ERA company listening. But when I click on the hover map and I click down through, to drill down to QualSpec, it doesn't let me edit anything there. It's not even letting me edit anything from this company listing, which is really just showing my name. So I'm kind of curious. The only button I can click on is log out, which I'm not trying to do.
So you probably, as I said, we only have 1 person per company that's allowed permission rights.
Well, that's supposed to be me. I pay the bills, so.
Okay, yeah. We have it set up with somebody else or not at all. If that's happening and you would like permission rights for your company, just please email me or Karen. We can.
That's why. Okay, I got to figure out who wrestled this away from me, I guess. And I think I know who. Diana.
It's frankly Todd, it's frankly for security. We don't want anybody to go in and be able to edit a rep company's profile other than the rep, and other than the person they want to do that. It's only 1 person.
Yeah, actually, Todd, it's not me. It's not me, Diana, because I tried and it won't let me edit either.
So can we both be signed on simultaneously? I mean, I should have the admin rights, and I don't see that here.
Okay, we can talk offline. Definitely get a hold of me and set you up with it.
Kind of why I didn't want to bring it up, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get you figured out.
Terrific. Thanks, Claire.
Anything else, anybody? I'll turn it back, Claire. I'll take it back to you and Ms. Collins.
Aaron, do you want to close it out?
I sure can. All right. Well, thank you, Claire and Walter. And many thanks to my teammates, Karen, Amma, and Janine. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves today. Thank you for attending. It was great to see you all. And I hope you found the information we shared to be useful. Note, this session, as I mentioned, is recorded. So a link to the recording will be posted on the ERA website at era.org under the Online Tools tab. You're encouraged to share the recording with your colleagues. Our next ERA live session will be scheduled for December. The date is to be determined, so be on the lookout for more information. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you all.
Thank you too.